Go.
We were not live this whole time. Oh, Lord.
This is what you've been waiting for, guys. This is what we've been waiting for.
Christmas was canceled. I can't smoke a pack a day. I have to go for 3.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh god.
Hello and welcome to the Untitled Sickos Project. I'm back. I'm Car Sausage and holy shit, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Holy fuck, I'm gonna cry.
Who the fuck are the rest of you?
I'm the master. He takes the ball first with the rose ball.
Okay, and we'll keep the train moving. I'm Nick Man. I got pocket sand in my pocket. Let me tell you that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, holy
That
fuck.
that loud scream.
Okay.
Wow.
I think I'm fine. Oh, God.
Alright,
I am Chicago Muse, also known as the guy who has been screaming Marbies for the past 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
somebody gives the poor man a smoke.
My lungs feel like they smoke, man. You have no idea. Oh.
Oh god, that's too funny. Alright, who's the last one?
And the person I don't think who has talked yet is our good friend Ozza. Say hi, Ozza. There we
Hi,
go.
I am Sebastian. I am the biggest procrastinator that says that if I'm releasing a video, it will take me a whole last year to make it.
Based.
So yeah,
Based.
I need more. All I'm gonna say is I need more storage space. I'm trying to get to that real fast.
Oh my
So,
god, that was too funny.
Luke, I don't think the laughter's done yet because you said I could do the rain.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean,
with our welcome mat today, here's Tegan.
In terms, but before you get started, I think Alabama just got an interception. Looking at the replay.
No, it's getting called back.
Boo. Okay.
Out first.
Oh, that sucks. All right, Tegan, floor's yours.
Okay. So today was very interesting. I just got finished partying at like 3 a.m. last night, and I woke up at 9 or 10 to hey, let's go have New Year's brunch. I've never had brunch before, so fuck it. We ball. The first place that we were going to go to was closed, so we went to our second option. And I'm going to say this right now. I fucking hate cafes, dude. So we get there at like 11:30. Everything's fine. We talk for a bit. We get all of our We get all of our stuff ordered by 11:15. So some time goes by, and suddenly we're now a half hour in, and one of my friends did not get their appetizers that they were promised. So at first we were kind of just like, okay, it's whatever. It now is an hour later. An hour. It's 12:30 right now, and we're all just kind of like, what the fuck? Here's our food. Where's our food? So we go up and ask our waitress, where's the food? Obviously not mean like that. So we ask her where. She's like, oh, it'll be done in a moment. And I'm like, and I'm just in my head, that's really fucking shady because we just had people who have been here shorter than us that came in here after us that have eaten their food, paid for it, and left. Little did we know she was a fucking liar. So we finally get our food at 1:15, a full hour and a half before we even got to eat, and our food was fucking cold as shit. I mean, brick cold.
Oh no.
So I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna get over this. But then one of our friends who is a worker in the food industry is just asking, hey, why did I take our food so long? So I'm not even going to recite what she said, because after the first couple of words, my friend snouted out her bullshit immediately. And so afterwards, we just decided, yeah, fuck this, we're not going to leave a tip, and we go and leave. As we were about to leave, that's when two of the only other waitresses came there, went to the manager, and talked about her in front of us. And afterwards, we then realized there that she straight up lied to our face, misplaced our food, made it cold, and we only got a 10 fucking % discount on it. So, all in all, I will have to say, New Year's brunch is a 0 out of 10. And fuck cafes, dude. Worst fucking place of my life.
Hell yeah, brother. Cheers from cheers from my Barbies.
There are so many, like, in just terms of just like bottom of the barrel employees that you know, when I've been there, that you're forced to hire because you're so desperate for people, and those are the kind of people that you get. You get these literal psychopaths who really couldn't give a shit about, you know, reasonable service. It's insane.
Yeah, it truly is a Midwest moment. To be fair, I wouldn't even have felt that bad if they just would have let me smoke in the lobby and smoke my pack of Larbies, man.
Fuck, that would have been, you know, we need to return to tradition where people could fucking smoke.
Yeah.
Who gives a damn about other people's service? I'm the only person that matters there.
Exactly.
That's the main character contrast.
Exactly. Yo, let me smoke my marbs and yeah, no, it's I feel like, especially more nowadays, I am rather more just hesitant towards just dining in at restaurants in general, because if you're in a small town, you get the worst service imaginable. Like Boston Pizza, I don't think I'll ever go to again because they're overpriced and the service sucks. So yeah. Wait, Trevor Bauer is. Wait, is this for real? Bauer's going to the Braves?
Wait,
Chad, is
really?
this real?
Hold on. I gotta see. Let me see. Did Passan say anything? I haven't seen anything from Passan.
Oh no, no, no! Ozzy, you fucking suck.
Look,
Bruh.
top right corner. Look at the top right corner.
I
What
saw
is that?
that.
And then if that shows up, that's not real.
My sources that I made it the fuck up.
Bro.
That's what's being
I
distorted
mean,
at the
man
producer.
is free, and I want to see him pitch in the MLB again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting for Aiden. So what next?
Well, no, he's not joining for a while. He's
Damn.
man's
He's
on a
dealing with
mental health
family issue.
break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man's on a mental health break. So
That's why we have this local cigarette addict with us.
yeah, we have the Marby professional guy who wants his Marbs. Don't
wanna go
you
home.
know?
He wants to go home and smoke.
Wait, Luke, are you busy tonight? Are you busy tonight, Luke? Hello?
Luke?
Hello?
Uh-oh. He died.
Hello?
He died!
Oh,
He
no.
died.
Oh
Luke.
dear. Oh
It
no.
finally came over him. So I guess today's welcome hat is Lucas has fucking died.
Yeah, Spencer, take over this. Well, what's the next topic? What's our topic now?
If we do pick'ems for this week, yes.
Yeah, we
You have the
did.
list? Yeah.
I think next up is the weather report.
Oh,
Everybody's
yeah.
favorite. It's been a
All right,
while.
who's starting off? Rock, paper, scissors?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay, I'll battle you.
It's
Alright,
been
ready?
warm and I hate it.
Yeah, same here. It's been
In Michigan?
Yeah,
Weather's
he's
been
back.
warm.
He's alive.
Sorry, my fiance was talking to
dead.
me. Not dead. My fiance was talking to me. Okay, so we gotta get to stuff on the road. I have exactly one and a
Run the
half.
weather.
Weather report. Warm. Than normal. Warmer than normal.
Yeah, it's been like in the 40s and 50s. It's been weird. I don't like it.
Well, it's El
Yeah.
Nino, but you know.
Yeah, I'll do. Hey, okay. I'm doing Family Guy weather report. 50s and 40s. That's it. That's it for Vegas.
It's gonna rain.
Gonna rain.
Yeah, we had snow. We had snow and like yesterday. So we could see the Bears game in Chicago. It was so snowing. It was really cold. Other than that, not much. Just normal Chicago weather like usual.
Hell yeah.
All right, now since we gotta pick time up because I got 90 minutes. All right, do. Could the Carolina Panthers please come to the principal's office? The Carolina Panthers, thank you.
Well. I wasn't expecting to see you here first, but here we are, Carolina.
What happened? That's what I want to know. I mean,
Here's what I gotta say. Let me. Continue.
I'll let Nico go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. First off, before we get into this, I just want to say thank you very much for yet another. Thank you very much for our first overall pick.
Yeah.
The ultimate fleece job. The Bears have won that trade. You traded the first overall pick, and you got the first overall pick right back.
Hey,
Exactly.
Carolina, I have to ask, how on earth do you get an F in lunch?
I know. Like, my thing with this is David Tep, like, the worst owner to me in the NFL right now it's Jimmy Haslam. He's right there. The reason why he's so out of the spotlight is because the Browns are doing they've been very competitive these past few years, but I still think it's still Jimmy Haslam.
Yeah, but Jimmy Haslam has now been more hands out. Like
Well, ever
he
since
hasn't really
now that the Browns have figured it out and are in a period of success, he's kind of backed off. But once the Browns are the Browns again, they're going to be back in the same thing, back in the same position they've been in.
Yeah,
And how
the
much
thing
money are they still giving to the Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, it's the bad
It's
thing,
still Jimmy Haslam. However, what I will say is that the Cleveland Brown, the torch of the lovable losers has been passed from the Cleveland Browns to the Carolina Panthers.
They're lovable losers.
The football lovable
I wouldn't
losers.
consider them lovable.
Well,
I don't
sorry, the
consider them
losers. The losers of the NFL. I think it's Carolina.
Absolutely,
losers.
yeah. But we don't love them. Now, here's the thing about Carolina. I don't hate the team. I just hate the fans. When the trade happened, for them to get the first overall pick and then the draft and everything, they were overhyping everything. They were like, our O-line is really good. Jonathan Mingo is better than DJ Moore. And I'm like, guys,
Guys, Adam Thielen is the GOAT.
yeah, like I was like, Adam Thielen will help us out. Bryce Young will develop. I'm like, guys,
Adam, like-
this is a whole new ass team. We have not, haven't even played one game. So yeah, like Jonathan Mingo, and I just saw Jonathan Mingo only has 458 yards all year. That's it. The O-line is horrible. The defense is decent, but the offense goes nowhere. Right? And it's just, and thank God Panthers fans have shut up, because holy crap, they just, like that, before the season started, they were just so annoying.
I
To
mean,
be fair, on the defense of Carolina, they have not had a stable a stable coach for a while now. Ever since Ron
That is
Rivera
true.
left, it's been a revolving door.
I want to say a
That is true.
stable
I do wanna say-
anything.
Well, I do want to say this. It is funny to me. It is funny. We're talking about stableness in the Panthers. It's hilarious how basically every move they made this offseason, with the exception of their defensive coordinator in terms of the coaching staff, every move they made backfired spectacularly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's meddlesome. David Tepper is, like you said, he's a very meddlesome owner who wants results right away. He doesn't let
And
things.
speaking of
sit.
David
He's
Tepper,
unsweet.
this feels like perfect timing regarding him, considering what happened yesterday.
Oh?
It's a bitch
Oh,
move
yeah.
what he did. That's a bitch move.
David Tepper. David
I'm
Tepper
not
is the
aware of
reason
what's
the
going
Panthers
on.
got an F.
David,
How about throwing a
he drew
drink
the
at a
drink.
Jaguars
Tantrum.
fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well,
why. That's how they got an F in lunch, Spencer.
it's-
David Tepper had a
I
temper
think the best way to say it is he got frustrated and threw water out there, and there happened to be fans in the way. That is,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Hold on,
Yes.
I got the video.
It is class. There is no class. There is no reason to do that.
There
You
is
have-
no reason.
There is no. There. It's not that there's no reason. You just have no privilege. No. You got nothing. There is no action, really. Like, there are other actions you could have done, but to use it towards the opposition's fans it's classless. It just shows kind of how much of a tyrant you are, I guess.
Jesus
Yeah, and it
Christ. Really?
Yeah, that's what he did, and it just makes you wonder if this is how he can be. How is he behind closed doors? That's a good question to ask yourself.
This is just
They have to. They either have to suspend him as an owner, or they
won't
have
do that.
to, or
They'll
they have
fine
to
him.
like
He'll pay a fine.
they have
They
to
will
take away
fine him.
picks.
No, they'll probably fine him a pick, probably like a fifth rounder, right? But it's not much. Can the Jags settle a lawsuit? Can the Jags file a lawsuit? No, because there's no really any crime, but the action is there. The NFL can do something, but in terms of court, there's nothing that can be done. I believe. I don't know. I gotta talk to someone who specializes here. I need a lawyer to see this.
The
Or
thing is,
someone just loved.
I feel like with Carolina, when it comes to like, when did I notice that shit? Okay, like David Tepper might have issues. Like when I really noticed it outside of like the Matt Rule debacle and how badly that tenure backfired. The whole issue, like the whole like headquarters shit show with Rock Hill, South Carolina, that was when I really started to notice. Okay, there's some really big issues with this owner.
Mhm.
He's not just pissing off the fans of the team with their performances on the field, he's pissing the fans off the field.
Yeah.
It's
And even like
embarrassing.
and even like out of it too, like David Tepper has been absolutely horrible when it's just like in general I've saying how much the fans deserve like love and appreciation. Like, okay, you're bringing in a new coach, which okay, you can expect a bad year. But the fact of the matter is you didn't even give a Frank Reich an entire year before you cut ties with him. That's poor management. You want to know why the Broncos are having issues with their organization right now? It's because they did the same thing with Nathaniel Hackett.
Okay,
But
okay. No, what?
Nathaniel Hackett was bad, yeah, but you don't fire him mid-season when it's almost over.
And
I-
then replace him with fucking Sean Ditka.
Well, I mean, they could have a winning season, and they're technically not eliminated from the playoffs yet.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
They are.
Oh shit, that's a
Look,
shame.
I'm just gonna say it with Carolina. I'm just gonna say it really says something when Panthers fans are missing Jerry Richardson.
Ooh.
And are publicly having to admit that, not because of Jerry, but because of how god-awful David is.
I mean, 5 consecutive years of missing the playoffs. I think the Panthers are going to be a team that will have the newest playoff drought in North American sports.
No.
They don't have any direction. This is a team that owner really has no clue on how to own a sports franchise. The big answer for him is to be completely hands off for and just let them do their jobs for the next 4 years instead of waiting results to change overnight.
No, you want to know the craziest thing about the Panthers too? They have had 4 head coaches in 2 years.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's fired so many people, and then you have the whole allegation of how he wanted Bryce Young, but the coaches wanted C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a draft year where they really couldn't miss. You allegedly could miss on either pick, but I think Bryce Young's gonna bust. And
Yeah, and then you had that, and then he said that publicly. By the way, he literally said that. Well, yeah, we had our differences in terms of who we wanted at quarterback, and he made that public.
Bruh.
And
Like, I'm gonna be real. If I'm Bryce Young and I saw that, I would request a trade.
demand a trade.
So do you want me just to
Wait,
win
Just
with
thinking about
you?
the Panthers now. They have no really. They got a first pick in 2025. They don't got their second round in 2025. They got a second rounder this year. There's not much to build up with in the draft.
You know, at this point, I think they should ask Josh
They gotta
McCown to
have
come
that.
back as a quarterback.
You want to know something crazy about the Panthers this year too? They have the 3rd best defense in terms of yards per game. And they're 30th in points in the NFL. They're 30th in points given up in the NFL. That is absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
Turnovers, real quick. Turnovers.
For
If
me,
they
what
generate
I
a ton
would
of turnovers, or they give a lot of prime field position, then that explains the points they've given up.
I mean, I want to wonder just how do they go up from here? And for this very unique situation, I don't think there's a way. You know,
There isn't.
I don't think there's a way out. I think I think it's going to
trade for Russell Wilson?
No, that would be the worst thing to do because you're
They're
going.
not. Russell Wilson isn't gonna get traded. Spencer is gonna get cut.
Yeah, he's getting cut.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna have a reasonable what we reasonable men think should happen, and then we are gonna have what we think David Tepper is gonna do, right? Because me personally, the reasonable thing to do here is, guys, we need to draft, right? We're gonna restart fresh, restart young, right? Help Bryce get a good young team that he can work with, that he can connect with, right? Lay hands off, get a new coach, right? That we can that we know is experienced and can do well, right? Brian Flores, I mean, yes, defensive minded, yes, but we know he can have a good locker room, good culture here, right? A good culture in Carolina. That's why I feel Brian Flores is a good fit, right? General manager, if we have to, but picks, trading away Adam Thielen, clearing cap, everything like that. It's like the rebuild is set back maybe 2 years. The rebuild is set back 2 years, right? This has not been like a 3-year rebuild. It's become a 5-year rebuild, is what I'm feeling here. There's just way too many holes. The defense is good, but your cap is a little bit messy, and there is a lot of things to address, right? O-line, wide receiver, like we need coaching. We need coaching here, and we need stability, right? But what like that's my reasonable take here. What about you guys?
I see anything of value on defense you're trading away for picks. I would start by canning the GM because he, without a doubt, has made it. You could honestly describe as a trade that's on the same tier that that trading away the running back. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. Cowboys. Herschel Walker. It's there.
It's
just the fact that what the Bears are able to do now is they could do the same thing they did again. And when the trade is fully complete, we're gonna look back at the trade tree for when it's done 5 years in the future, and we're gonna be judging it very heavily. I think the Panthers made the biggest wallop in modern hockey and
Modern hockey.
Sorry, football. Sorry. In modern football, and it's going to be a trade talked about for generations. It's going to be a very bad on the legacy of David Tepper at the end of the day. So I'm interested to see what Chicago does with the first overall pick this offseason. Lots of answers.
I just want to say something regarding Carolina. Wait, I just want to say something regarding like trading assets away and like, well, you know, both getting assets in return, trading some defensive guys away. Because I remember hearing that someone offered them like a first-round pick for Brian Burns, and Carolina didn't take the offer.
They should have.
Okay, wait. These were
that was in 2022.
No. That was this last offseason. Now, I'm going to say
I heard
something
it
real
this
quick.
year too.
Yeah. I'm going to say something real quick. I really think the GM, well, he is at fault for the trades. I feel like David Tepper is the guy whispering in his ear, the one meddling in all this shit, right? The trade, I feel like that was David Tepper just like commanding the GM to trade for that. Brian Burns, I trade a budding superstar for a 1 first-round pick that we don't know we're gonna get. I feel like that we don't know if he was a boom or bust. I feel like that was David Tepper's like kind of idea, right? Like the GM has been kind of bad in a way, but David Tepper is the real issue. Unless he just decides to be hands off, this team is fucked.
Kind of a Jack
Just
Easterby
to
kind of
chime in real
situation.
quick,
It's
I
everything.
I just wanted to say that Scott Beatner, the GM for the Carolina Panthers, will be staying around in 2024. It's been confirmed.
Oh God, Carolina,
here is
you
that
are
he's a
so boned.
Yeah. I
Also,
feel like he's a
too, they
puppet.
have 39 million in cap space next year, and at
Okay.
least 20 million of that will have to go towards a Brian Burns extension if they're going to want to keep. So going into next year, they have no cap, no draft capital, and Bryce Young will most likely die again.
Yes, I mean, I think the first thing
Yeah, I'm
that
checking right now.
I would try to do is try to get as many trade your defensive assets possible, and you got to start by keeping Bryce
Thank
Young
you.
upright. That's thing number one. And
Yeah, I'm checking. Yikes.
and
God,
hearing,
they're paying Taylor Moton how much?
Wait, what?
Their right tackle, Taylor Moton, he's got a cap hit
Damn.
next year of $29.7 million.
Yeah, I see it. And if they cut him pre-June 1st, they have to eat. Holy fuck!
Dude,
20? Is that 24 million?
yeah, that's $24.4 million. That's a lot.
Whoa.
That is a lot of money.
They can't do that. They can't do that. They have to keep him.
Oh my God,
Oh
that's,
shit!
But if they cut him,
he's going to be 30 next year. He's going to be 30 next year.
I'm looking at their
What the
cap.
fuck was his contract? 1, 2, 3.
It was 4 million, 7 million, and then 13 million,
13
and
million,
then
then
29,
29.
and then 30 million for the next
What
2
the
years.
fuck were they? Oh my god!
dude.
5-year,
Wow.
85 million. Sorry, 5-year, $85 million deal. Jesus Christ, that's just not. How much did that guy that went?
His
from 49ers
cap
to
number is going to
Broncos?
be 29 million next season.
What the fuck?
Panthers, in the nicest way possible, you're fucked.
They are.
Oh my
There is.
God!
When
I
you
mean,
look at what.
Allegedly-
when you look at what they
Again.
cut,
allegedly in 2025 they'll have 129 million in cap space. So they have stuff to work with. Whereas,
And they'll still be paying $30 million to Taylor Moton.
oh my
Alright.
God.
Yeah, too bad you
Guys,
don't have a
guys.
time machine, Carolina.
Jesus.
I just wanted to say this real quick. Was signing Miles Sanders really that needed? For a
No.
guy that is backing up Chuba Hubbard?
Oh yeah,
What are we
you're gonna relieve
doing?
yourself of Miles Sanders. I mean, Thielen's only 5 million. So wait, nine. It's a 9 million cap hit, and that's a very nice number for Thielen.
It's practically $10 million.
Yeah, it's 10 million. That's nothing.
Wait,
Quit
they signed him
simping
to a
for
4-year
Thielen,
deal?
for
What the
God's
fuck?
sake, dude.
I'm not talking about Thielen as a number 1 wide receiver. I'm talking him as like a number 2 or 3 guy, which he
Yeah.
clearly is. I'm not
Wait,
talking
wait, wait.
him like he's a 20 million. I'm saying I like his if he was like 12 or 13 million, I'd hate that for Thielen. I would cut him, but he's
They-
under 10. That's fine.
No, they can't.
I mean,
cut, they can't cut him. He's in the red. You go if you cut Adam Thielen, you actually waste more money than
Yeah.
you gain.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
will say this though, like if Carolina had a first round pick, they probably could get a wide receiver to help Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder where that pick went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a true shame, Carolina.
That
Dante
is a
Jackson should go
shame.
then.
That is so unfortunate. That is the biggest unfortnite thing ever. But at the end of the day, I think the Panthers are kind of boned for a very long time, and the best owners are the owners that just sign the checks. Those are the best owners. Look what the Mega Deuce and Jed York did. He took a massive step backward, and look how good the Niners are. And they're going to be good for a very, very long time.
Something I do want to
Washington's going to feel that effect of what happens when an owner just lets the football men do their thing. when you just take the step back, I think it's going to be a couple of, like 1 or 2 years, and you're going to see Washington be one of the probably the better teams in the league. You just got to take a step back, sign the checks, shake the hands, have fun with the fans, let the football men do their job, sign the paycheck. That's all you have to do as an owner.
Since we're on the topic of cap space, I just want to kind of go over essentially the teams that are currently going into cap debt next year. And I'll start with the lowest going to the highest. And in last place, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, where they're $7.5 million over the cap.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Afterwards, we have the Cleveland Browns, who are $12 million over the cap. The Cowboys, who are $6 million over the cap. Broncos, who are $18 million over the cap. Chargers, who are $34 million over the cap. Dolphins, who are $40 million over the cap. The Bills, who are $43 million over the cap. And the New Orleans Saints, with $87 million over the cap.
All right, let's go into Steelers first, because I feel like the Steelers is a very interesting one that we should talk about, right? It's not much over the cap, but when you see how much money they can save by cutting players, you can understand that their predicament isn't that bad.
Yeah, they can just cut Cam Hayward.
Yeah, they can literally cut Allen Robinson and they're in the red, but they still need more money for when it comes draft time, right? So in total of all, this team needs at least 15 to 20 million in cap space when it comes to draft time.
Some of these deals are going to get reworked too.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what the Saints always do. They keep restructuring their contracts, and look what that's been doing. It's
cut Trubisky. Like, what are we doing here? Cut Trubisky. Deontay Johnson needs a rework of that contract. Like, it's not much. Oh, I can't wait till they cut Cody Whitehair for the Bears. Oh my God, that would be. Please cut him. The amount of money we would save is insane. For the Browns, we know that Deshaun Watson contract is hell.
Yeah,
it's the rest of the money is guaranteed too. So
$64 million against their cap. That's how much Deshaun Watson is.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, and Walmart's not your owner, so they're not paying for that.
Yeah, fucking Deshaun Cosby. I hope you're proud for yourself.
Here's the problem, though. When you look at what they can cut, not a lot. They can cut Amari Cooper, Nick Chubb, and that's about it. But why would you do that? Why would you cut any of them? Right? They're some of your best talents. Some of your best talents here. Nick Chubb is what's keeping the offense going when he's healthy. Right? Amari Cooper is one of your best wide receivers. Like, you can't cut them. You cannot cut Joel Bitonio because he's one of your best offensive linemen. You got to keep Greg Newsome because he's a really good cornerback. Like, there's so much here, so much talent that the Browns finally have, but these contracts are holding them back.
Especially one very.
It's that fucking Deshaun Watson contract. If that contract did not exist, this team would be so much more financially flexible than ever.
You want to know the sad thing is? They can't get rid of Watson without taking a huge cap hit until 2026. So they're essentially stuck with him as their quarterback for 2 more years.
And Joe Flacco has completely outperformed him.
That is the funniest. That's one of the funniest storylines of the season, where Cleveland finally finds their quarterback savior, and it's Joe Flacco.
The team that was formerly the Browns was where he won a Super Bowl with, by the way.
I mean, one thing that I will say, like, the one thing that they have done really well is Kevin Stefanski. How good of a coach is he? The fact that, when you're a B-level quarterback, you really need a good coach to really unlock your abilities, and he just let him play and play to his ability, and teams don't know how to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Here's the thing.
It's incredible.
I'm gonna say something as well. This base salary cap, because the salary cap increases per year, is 242 million for next year. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys something that this could either go lower or higher. We don't know.
Probably
Not
gonna
yet,
go
until
higher.
they release. I
Probably
feel like it's
should
gonna
go
be at
higher.
least 3 million higher. I feel it's gonna be 3 million higher. So it should be a lot of help for the Steelers when it comes to them. For the Browns, maybe it could help out, but for the Cowboys, with who we're gonna talk about next, they got savings they can cut here. Oh, absolutely. Oh wait, they can't cut later. Didn't they extend Vander Esch? Wait, I thought they extended Vander Esch. What the fuck?
Oh my God! Look at Zach Martin's contract.
Oh boy.
Oh crap.
He's good, but is he that good?
No, he's not 28 million. What the fuck is this? Wait, did they reconstruct it? I feel like they reconstructed it here.
They probably did.
They probably did, because like 11, then 28, then 13 mil. I'm like, that's not a very normal contract. Dak Prescott,
Yeah, that definitely got reconstructed.
to be honest, Jesus Christ, 59 million to Dak Prescott, 2024 is fucking insane.
Everybody's favorite, Dick Trisket.
You can't cut Trevon Diggs. You can cut Brandon Cooks. To be honest, you should cut Brandon Cooks. But it's gonna be it's a lot of restructuring. But at the end of the day, this team will have depth. Will have no depth by 2025. Is what I'm feeling here.
Yeah.
They may be fucked.
Luke, is there anyone else waiting for us in the office?
Yeah. Hey, secretary, can you send in the New England Patriots?
They do.
Okay. Hang on. Will the New England Patriots please come to the principal's office? Again, that's the New England Patriots. Please come to the principal's office. We know you did. Thank you.
Oh boy. New England.
I think the best way to describe the New England Patriots is, I feel like Tom Brady, even in his 60s, would be a better quarterback than Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi would be combined.
Belichick can't develop anything.
At least they have a lot of cap space.
Belichick doesn't
Right,
spend in free agency, and spending in free agency works like 40% of the time.
Plus, who really wants to go all the way up to New England in a culture where winning is no longer the culture there, and it's just sad. Like, the culture in New England is absolutely atrocious.
The era needs to end. The Belichick, he's thanks for everything. I mean it. Belichick has done phenomenal things for New England. You have to start brand new.
Yeah, like couple of these veterans should probably go while they still have a little bit of competitiveness in them, like Matthew Judon or Jonathan Jones or Devon Godchaux.
Well, you know what? I've said this before during the prediction regarding the New England Patriots, and it reigns true now. If New England can't make the playoffs, which they very clearly couldn't this season, then they need to go and embrace a full rebuild. And we're at that point now where New England just needs to finally embrace a full rebuild.
And also, Bill Belichick looks like my fucking grandpa on the sideline. Like,
He's just gotta, he's gotta stop drafting as well. Look, they have. I'm checking they have 73 million in space. Oh, they can be good spenders. I have a feeling they're not going to. It's all got to be in the draft. But this team is so stagnating. Luckily, Belichick is gone. Remember, Belichick is gone after this year. Right? Changes will happen.
I'm hearing yes and no. I'm not
It's
hearing.
not confirmed from what I've heard. Like,
Not.
there was a report from one of the NBC Sports Boston guys, but I haven't
Yeah.
heard, like, Rappaport or even Ari confirm
I
it.
yeah. At the end of the day,
It's
they just need a. Mm-mm.
They need a good kick in the pants, is what they need.
mhm,
Luke,
big time.
I just want to say before we move on, I actually have a team I do want to have come to the principal's office.
Oh?
NFL?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right,
I
one
mean, I
more.
feel at the end of the
Coming in.
day, New England, it's simple. You have to move off of Bill. He can't develop anybody. Long gone are the days of scouting random white guys at a Walmart because now all 32 teams are scouting random white guys at Walmart.
Yeah, it's just the thing with Bill is the game's caught up to him. It happens to a lot of legendary coaches, but in Bill's case, it's very clear that it's time for him to go, and I don't know who the replacement would be. I mean, there's a funny replacement I got in mind.
I
I
hope it's
mean,
Josh McDaniels. I hope it's
Josh McDaniels is the funny option, but you want to know something, and I don't want to say because I get the feeling he'd do well if he goes there. If New England was to hire anyone, if I was trying to make a good move to hire Bill's replacement, I would hire Brian Flores.
Oh! I wanted to stay in
No.
Minnesota!
Here's the thing. No, Brian Flores is gonna be head coach again. That's the thing. He's worked his ass off to come back. Like that's the realness of this, man.
But I don't want to go back to Donatel.
Yes, I
Well,
know you don't want
him-
to.
What if Ed
Wait,
Donatel
you're
has
whining.
learned one
I
thing?
love Brian Flores. I believe he needs a head
No.
coaching role again. He deserves it. He deserves it.
Ed Donatel should overtake the head coaching role for Kevin O'Connell, in my opinion.
No.
Let's call in the last naughty kid then to the principal's office. It was
Oh,
last
my
one.
bad. My bad.
Oh yeah, we gotta call him in.
Alright.
Would the New York Football Giants enter the office now? I saw what you did to your quarterback. That's not funny.
What did the Giants do?
Oh, have
The Giants
no
have
O-line.
now become the most sacked team in NFL history in a single season,
Yep.
overtaking the David Carr era and the 1997 Cardinals. The season isn't over, and they have 83 sacks allowed.
Whoa. Wait.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
let's okay, the season is over in terms of 16 games played because in those other years were also 16 games.
But yeah, but the
remember?
thing
Yeah.
is, that's
We
a, that's
exceeded
a,
one.
Still,
But
that is a
still
very accurate comparison. It's still 16 games. If you break a record in 16 games, and this one in a very bad way, so like, what are you doing, Giants?
Evan Neal things, I guess, you know.
Yeah, Evan Neal was like the highest drafted offensive lineman.
And
And
also,
he was good for a bit.
and then
So what the
and then he got on the fans' case, and then he turned into Hot Dukas.
Like,
Yeah, he's
Uh,
been shit.
to be fair, they've been hurt throughout most of the year, but I don't think 83 sacks worth of hurts. And it's not even just that, too. Keep in mind, they have been starting bad QB after bad QB after bad QB. Tommy DeVito,
Hey,
man.
hey, why you
Jones.
stepping my boy Tommy DeVito like that?
I
Hey,
love Tommy
gabagool!
DeVito, man. I love Tommy DeVito, man. But
You know
let's
what I
be
think?
real here. The
know what I
Giants
would love?
should trade for a quarterback. And I know a quarterback that would be perfect.
just
The
I'm sorry,
Giants,
wait.
the
Let's
Giants,
be realistic. I'm sorry, but let's be realistic. You said the Giants should trade their quarterback.
no, the Giants
Like
should trade for a quarterback.
For a quarterback, okay. What the fuck are we gonna do about Daniel Jones then? His contract. It's
Have
It's
him
expensive.
have him be a Matt Flynn. It happened with Russell Wilson in Seattle. When Seattle signed Matt Flynn,
yeah, but that was something really
it
stupid.
can happen. Plus, there's only 3 years left on his contract after this year. You only have to roll with him as either a starter for 1 more to 2 more years, and you can have a
But-
guy develop behind him and
But-
potentially start a QB
But
controversy.
like, there's a
How much
guy
did
that
they-
could probably take the
34?
third best quarterback in the draft this year. They could get like a Jalen Daniels.
Or a Michael Penis
No, they're
Jr.
not.
Shut up.
Yeah. Let me say something then. There is, I will if they go free agency, they have 34 million. They gotta save 15 million of that for the draft. They could choose someone at the draft. I just wish that here's the thing, if they didn't sign Daniel Jones and just wrote out the season with what they had, they would have a prime chance to have all that saved money up from not signing Daniel Jones to get Baker Mayfield.
Let me
Baker
just say
Mayfield, I
this.
feel like
50-50.
I just want to say that with that, their biggest mistake, in my opinion, I mean, for as awful as the O-line is, I mean, I don't think that gets fixed regardless how many injuries they also suffered, but they gave Daniel Jones $40 million per year.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
That's
Ed
not ridiculous.
Donatel. We gave
He
him that.
was never
Yeah.
worth
It's
40
just
million
bad.
per year.
Yeah.
But
The thing is, look, I could understand them bringing him back, but like, for that contract, that just seems like a fucking insane move, especially considering when, honestly, looking in hindsight, they could have just signed a guy like Baker Mayfield and gotten better results.
Here's the thing: the 40 million deal, or the 40 million deal per year, feels more of a loyalty and locker room locker room signing, right? If they didn't sign him, there was a chance the locker room would revolt, and at this signing that, hey, we stuck with this guy for years. He's kind of made a change. I mean, we gotta be loyal here, right? At the end of the day, look what's happened. The locker room is not with Daniel Jones anymore. Like it's
Yeah,
insane.
it was very telling this season that the locker room did not like him again.
Yeah,
I
they
wouldn't mind if
they
the
went with the
Giants had
Italian
Tyrod Taylor.
stallion, baby.
Yeah,
I like
I
how-
wouldn't have minded if the Giants started with Tyrod Taylor. I think Tyrod Taylor is serviceable. Won't win you games, but really won't lose you any. But yeah,
I think my
It's
thing.
ass.
I think my,
Gabagool.
his thing. I think Danny DeVito. He could work himself into a nice backup spot, right? But like, if you're the Giants, you know, Daniel Jones, I don't think he has the locker room, whereas guys really rallied around Tyrod Taylor and Danny DeVito. And if you don't have guys that are willing to rally to your starting quarterback, you gotta you gotta find a way to move off of Daniel Jones. I imagine that because Daniel Jones got injured, they can't this year. But I wouldn't be
I don't think they can
surprised.
next year.
I wouldn't be surprised if Shadur Sanders goes to the New York Giants.
All right, I will say something here. I do see a way out, but they have to play him for 2024,
Yes.
and then I
Let's
see him
this,
a
hold
way
on.
out.
Daniel
They have
Jones,
to
look at his
restructure.
contract. Look at
They
his
have to
contract. His
restructure
cap
this
hit,
contract.
yeah, his cap hit for next year is 47.1 million, and the dead cap is 69.3 million.
69.
Yeah, meaning that if they cut him, they lose 22 million more than they should. But I have an idea here. We need to restructure this contract so that when they cut him in 2025, they have a lot more money saved up. That 47 million, hear me out, to turn to 60 million. That adds 13 more million to their cap space. So that 34 million turns into 21 million, I would say. Yeah, 21 million. You need 15 million for the draft. You only have 6 million to do, but anything depth. You kind of have talent here. Your roster's fucked. Just use 6 million to get what you can at that point. Like, I'm sorry, Giants, but you gotta get rid of this contract and restructuring Daniel Jones to earn more money this year, 2024, and then cut him and save more money for the next year, I feel is the best play. Right? You don't want to have a no, you don't want to have a back-ended contract. You want to turn this contract into a front-ended fast. is what I feel. You have a little bit of space, a little bit of wiggle room to do that, and that action has to be taken. Otherwise, this team is set back another 2-3 years. I'm
Or
sorry.
take the Matt
Sorry,
Flynn
boys.
route and just roll him as a backup.
Oh my god. I mean, they can, but like, still, money, man, money.
40 million.
Prosciutto!
$40 million for a backup.
It's not even 40 million. It's
Almost
well, it
50
is
million.
40 million. Yeah, it's 50. No, it's 47 million.
47 million for a backup.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is that we turned that 47 million into 60 million. The 13 million extra that we put is guaranteed. But once we cut him, that 19 million that we saved by cutting turns into 32 million instead. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my idea. Because this contract is just so dog shit that next year they just will not do anything, right? Just at the point, just get rid of the tumor while not doing anything else. Just fuck around, I guess, with the 6 million left. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really good with. I like numbers here. You know, this is why I study this shit. It's my passion. But this team, yikes.
Yeah. They
Where
are a
is
big
Aiden?
yikes. Oh, Aiden's MIA for a while.
Yeah. Who like literally someone like. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Luke, but Seattle's got to lose this next one.
I want to lose to Carolina. I'm already there, man.
No, it's Seattle against Cardinals, right?
I want to lose.
Arizona.
No, it's Seattle against Arizona.
Cards to win. I
Yeah,
want
it's
the Cards to
Arizona.
win.
I want to
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah, I need the
Let's-
Cards to win.
Yeah, I want you guys to lose. I want Green Bay to lose, and I want either Tampa Bay or New Orleans to lose, and I want the Vikings to win, because that's the only way we'll get into the playoffs.
I mean,
I
I
think
can
I thought-
guarantee you a Bears win. I can guarantee you a Bears win, but like that's pretty much in my control.
That's very.
And I'm gonna say something so incredibly cocky for the next time I come on. You guys will absolutely make fun of me about. But I'm gonna say this now. Who wants to play against the Chicago Bears right now? Genuinely, who wants to play against them?
Any playoff team. Are you kidding me?
The Ravens, maybe, and that's
Any
why.
playoff team.
Are you kidding me?
The Bears are. You're really not being. Oh, the Bears. Shh. You went 9-8. Shh. You got your first
The
overall
Ravens.
pick again. Just wait a
Oh,
couple
hey,
years.
shut up! Hey, shut up! Shut the fuck up! Let me talk. Let me say something. Let me say something about this. All I'll say is, no, yeah, there's plenty of playoff teams that like the playoffs. All I'll say is, regarding that argument is, hey, we did destroy the Lions that one game. I'll just say
did?
that.
Oh, okay.
We
Or
also
anything
beat
else
the
before-
Falcons too,
wait.
who are trying to fight for a playoff spot.
Wait. Okay, the Falcons are just ass. They lost to the Panthers. Come on. Anyway, here's the thing. No one wants to really go up against that against the Bears defense. Against fucking Cody Whitehair. Oh yeah, people will eat him alive. Roquan Smith.
Cody
Smith
Whitehair
will
isn't
eat
even starting,
Whitehair.
dude.
I have a feeling
He's
he
not
will.
even a starter on the team.
He's not starting? Oh my god, still cut his ass. I'm sorry, I hate him so
He's
much.
He hasn't been.
He started.
He's had a decent year this year. He's not been horrible.
I still think they
I
gotta
don't think
cut
a
him.
lot of people understand. Our offensive line this year hasn't been that bad.
I
Braxton Jones
agree.
has
I
played
agree.
like
Once our O line got healthy, it's actually been a really strong
Yeah.
O line.
But
I do agree. Honestly, with Cody Whitehair, it's like, you know what? If we move on from him because of the cap hit, that's perfectly fine.
I wish
if
we
we keep him as a backup, I'm fine with that too. Just make him have a reduced contract.
Yeah, just don't pay him 13 million. Like, come on.
4 years for a pack of Marbies.
Marvy.
Make it 2 and you
I
got
do
a
like
deal.
I like the Nate Davis contract, but I mean he's got to play more.
He's dealt with personal stuff. He's been probably out of it this entire season. He'll be better
It's
next
alright.
year.
Yeah.
The one thing you need to fix this line, and we've said this last year as well, you need a center. You can't
Yeah.
you can't trot out you can't trot out Lucas Patrick. You just
They
can't.
had Lucas.
We can't
and
trot
with
out
Lucas-
Sam Munsifer anymore. We have to trot out a new guy. And I think the
No, they
center
weren't
from
even
Oregon
trotting out
is going
Sam.
to be the guy.
They weren't even trotting out Sam. They were when I think Patrick got hurt. They put on Cody, and then what game was that? It was
That was
when
last
Patrick-
year sometime. I don't remember.
No, that was that was 2023.
No, last year is in 2022. I said Sam Munsifer as like a former talking point because he's on the Ravens now. He's not in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
in Baltimore.
But yeah, it's been. There's so many. We got the space. The Bears are good. The Vikings, I think I talked this with Spencer. There's a lot of Vikings have a lot of, even though they have 37 million in cap, they have a lot of cuts they can do in order to improve. Right? Like they're good. And the Bengals have a lot of space somehow. So yeah. Even though they signed Joey Ice to that contract. So.
Yeah, all I'll say for like the Vikings is like, just next season, just pray to God your quarterback just pray to God Kirk doesn't get hurt again, or whoever your starting quarterback is, just try and not have him get
I hope
hurt.
Kirk comes back so much. I miss him. Oh God.
You're getting Russell Wilson. You're getting Russell Wilson.
My Barbies.
No. Taken. You're getting Aaron Rodgers.
No.
That's
He's getting cut in the offseason because
You're
he's
getting
getting
Aaron.
cut in the offseason because the Jets are going to draft Bo Nix. And then
Oh
Bo
my.
Nix is going to become Tim Tebow 2.0.
Oh my fucking god. Oh.
Tebow Nix. Tebow Nix.
Good god.
Oh
crap! Why is Epstein trending?
All right.
The Epstein list
the
got
list is about to
released.
drop.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about to release. Will we live stream the release?
Live streaming our live reactions about the live
Yeah.
Epstein's drop.
wait,
There-
what's
yeah,
still
there's
on the
like
list?
that. Oh, by the way, Fantasy Kings is over. Congratulations to Aiden, which he's not here. Can I have this segment real quick to talk about our fantasy draft?
We'll save it for another day. We're on a
All
tight
right.
schedule. Could the Arizona Cardinals please come to the principal's office? The Arizona Cardinals. Thank you.
Arizona, I expected this from you.
Yeah.
I think one more year. I think it's finally time to put you in alternative schooling. See if the UFL is right for you.
The
just,
UFL. The UFL. Oh god.
Yeah, maybe that's a bit more your speed, huh?
Oh my god, the fucking UFL. Jesus Christ. I mean, here's the thing. In terms of evaluating, there's one good news that the Cardinals have. They got 2 first-round picks, and Kyler's 1,000% your franchise quarterback. You already have that box, several boxes ticked off. You can get Marvin Harrison Jr. and an offensive lineman and be really damn good next year. The Cardinals could be potentially very scary. Depends upon how they draft and develop. That is the biggest thing. Kyler's done pretty well enough. I mean, didn't have to do too much. And I'm happy for Kyler. I'm happy. Man's proved it. Man's proved himself.
I'll say this for Arizona. I'll say it for the Cardinals. This team gives me similar vibes to the Bears last season, where it's like it's just a, okay, see what you got kind of year, and just, you know, hope to God your team can be competitive. And I'll give Arizona credit; they've definitely been a very competitive bad team, and you know it really showed yesterday when they went to Philadelphia and beat them, which was fucking hilarious.
I like that.
All those Eagles fans who were crying about Jonathan Gannon are probably pleading for him to come back right now.
Jonathan Gannon, please come back.
Too bad. You got Matt Patricia. Learn to live with it.
I don't know how you're having Matt. Like, their offense got so bad the minute, right? The very minute that the minute they put Matt Patricia as the guy calling plays.
In defense?
Defensively, they got so bad.
Defensively, I'll say some of those weeks, I mean, Patricia's been awful, but some of those weeks before he got there were really bad. Like, the 49ers game was bad, the Dallas game was bad, like, they were getting cooked defensively. I mean, they got cooked by Washington multiple times, which, look, I understand Patricia's fucking shit, but it's very clear that they need new coordinators this offseason, because defensively, they've been frustratingly inconsistent, and especially these past couple weeks, they've really gotten bad. And offensively, yeah, it's definitely been a big downgrade from having Shane Steichen as your OC.
They need to go do some serious soul searching, lest they end up in the principal's office.
I mean, I think the Eagles are going to be... It's one of those things where, you know, I don't think the Eagles are going to be, you know, the worst team in the world.
It's just that they're playing at a C+ when they should be at an A-.
Yeah.
They're not a bad team by any means, but like it's very clear that they are very Pittsburgh Steelers like in terms of how they play their opponents this season.
Yeah, big time.
Speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers, they get to keep the dumbest record alive.
Congratulations on going 9-8 again.
Team that lost one in Arizona in back-to-back weeks at home, by the way.
Their kids just keep getting dragged, kicking and screaming to 9-8 records, and it's like, Mr. Tomlin, I want to get off this ride.
I'm convinced this team could have lost to the 0-8, the 0-16 Lions and the 0-16 Browns, and they still would find a way to finish 8-8 or 9-8.
It's insane. It should not be this bullshit, like, you know, your typical bullshit stellar tradition.
You know, I just keep going back to the Aaron Paul quote. He can't keep getting away with that.
Exactly. It's so dumb. It's to me, it's like the most overrated record imaginable, and somehow, you know, the March of the Yinzers, they just accept this.
Well, you know.
I have breaking news.
What?
Oh.
Christian McCaffrey will be ending his season for the regular season. I mean,
Oh.
he will sit out the last game.
Okay.
However, he has for the second time in his career got over 2,000 scrimmage yards and 21 touchdowns.
Good for him. I'm glad he's preserving himself for the playoffs. And week 18, I have a feeling is going to be filled with a lot of nobody players where you're like, whomst? Like for the Detroit Lions, I kind of have a gut feeling they're going to start Teddy Bridgewater just so he can get a little closure on his final year in the NFL. Or at least, give him a snap.
Regardless of who the Lions start next week, all I know is they're going to be playing very angry next week. Regardless of who their players are, considering what happened.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just think it should be Teddy time one last time.
Yeah, at least give him an opportunity some point during the game.
I do, yeah. I mean, what happened in that game is fucking criminal. That was criminal. That was the worst reffing I have ever seen.
And to me, that's just a standard Detroit getting jobbed moment.
Refs
that's a standard NFL officiating moment. And the sad thing is, I think the thing that makes people so frustrated the most is everyone knows nothing's gonna fucking change after that. Like, we all know they're just gonna disappoint them for a bit, like say, okay, you're not calling any more games, and then never do anything else afterwards. And that has been the way it's always worked with the NFL. It was the same thing after the NFC Championship debacle. It was the same thing after that Monday Night Football game in 2019 between the Lions and Packers. It was the same thing after that 2021 Monday Night Football game between the Bears and Steelers. We all know what happened there, and now it's going to be the same thing after this. It's just the same. It's the same bullshit, and everyone knows nothing's going to be done about it.
I believe it was Steve Dangle who said, at some point, complaining about the refs is just like complaining about traffic. Everybody has to deal with it. Nobody likes it, but nothing's really going to change without something radical happening.
Big time.
It's just hilarious how it gets so blatant like that, where it's like, how the fuck do you fuck up that badly? Like, how do you just mess it up so bad?
Because it's Detroit and they can't have anything nice.
Hey guys, I'm about to have to leave. Gotta start my to break people out here,
Alright.
and yeah,
Alright.
great talking with you guys.
Yeah,
Great talking with you guys. Numbers, everything.
yeah. Hopefully we have more conversations in the future. Hopefully it doesn't take us.
Absolutely.
Hopefully it doesn't take us a fucking month to have another podcast.
Yeah.
I understand. Luke, are you busy later today?
I'm back home. I've got family dinner. I'll be back home after like 7 or 8.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
fine.
totally.
I get back home like at 10. I'm like, because I'm like our battle bid session this morning was really good. So I'm like,
I kind of want to talk, future sicko stuff when you get back.
All right.
Game nights. Yeah.
Sounds
I'll see you guys later.
good. See you later, buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, at what point do we just bar officials from refereeing any sort of primetime games?
Well, from what I understand, the referees in question have been pulled from the playoffs.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah,
not
and I
be.
did hear that. That should be the standard when it comes to that. And honestly, in that case, the NFL, I feel like in the case of the NFL, they need to do a more wider search when it comes to finding referees in case someone fucks up this badly.
Yeah, have Nick Man be a referee.
Oh god, yeah, sure. You know what? Why not? How much worse can I do than the usual rep?
Does that mean, hey, they have about as much emotion as you?
Yeah, I mean, how much worse can I
Holy
actually do than these people?
You just need to be there and occasionally say holding offense
Guys.
number 73, 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Guys, I have some truly sickening news right now.
Your
Right.
Marbies are gone?
Not your Barbies.
No, Jim Nance and Tony Romo will be calling the Bears and Packers game.
Huh.
Oh,
Of all the commentator crews to call a game, why that game? It
Hey,
makes
I love
no
Jim Nance.
sense.
Tony Romo is annoying as hell when it comes to these games. I'll say that.
Kevin
so,
Harlan and Trent Green get to do Jags Titans, sadly.
let me, where are you seeing this? CBS, NFL and CBS Twitter?
NFL Sports PR.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I just want to lose so that way we can just. I want the Vikings to have a better record than us. I want the Vikings to make the playoffs so that way,
Maybe we could have a Nick Sanity run.
big time.
Oh yeah, what do we think about former Chicago Bear Bilal Nichols being a MVP? Meaning Matt Nagy had 2 MVPs on his roster, and he couldn't win a single playoff game with them.
That sounds like a Panthers head coach to me. Yep.
Yeah.
Panthers, baby.
Not banning this idea. Matt Nagy might get fired by the Chiefs after the season, but you know what? He can still be the Panthers head coach.
Yeah, baby.
If he coaches
He's
for
the
the
head
Panthers,
coach
he
of
will
the
not win a single fucking game.
Oh my god, that is so base. Matt Nagy being the next head coach. Are you fucking kidding me? Why is that genius? That's just genius. That is, oh my god. I want to start petitioning that Matt Nagy gets fired via promotion by being a head coach to the Carolina Panthers. Oh my god. Yeah, why do I want that now? I want to have that manifested. I want that manifested so fucking badly. Oh my god, that'd be the funniest thing ever. That fossil known as Matt Nagy. Oh god, yes, please.
He coached Patrick Mahomes, guys, therefore.
Yeah! He's technically won a Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes!
Yeah!
So
We all know,
Matt Nagy
we all know the
has
Panthers
more
need
Super Bowl
guys who have
rings
Super
than-
Bowl winning experience.
yeah! Oh my
Matt
god!
Nagy has more Super Bowl rings than
Jim
the fucking
Harbaugh.
Houston Texans.
Matt Nagy has more Super Bowl rings than Jim Harbaugh.
Guys, we should have... Guys, dude, Nick, man, that should be your next video. Harbaugh and Nagy to the Panthers.
Yes!
Oh god. Yeah.
No.
You know what?
Just
Fuck it, I'll try and
manifest
make
it.
it. Why not?
And all of our toxic glory.
Or you know what? I got some other ideas too. Like, they need Super Bowl experience. You know who I feel like? The Carolina Panthers should make their next offensive coordinator? Josh McDaniels. Actually, no, not a Josh McDaniels. No. Actually, he's not. I got a better idea from a former Patriot disciple. Joe Judge.
No, wait, I got a better
Yes!
idea. You know who else struggled in their rookie season? Peyton Manning. And you know who was the offensive coordinator during Peyton Manning's best statistical season? Adam Gase, baby!
Yes.
Guys, and they need a defensive coordinator too. They need a good one, which is why I'm petitioning for the fact Joe Barry would do wonders for that defense, guys. I don't think you understand. Absolute wonders, man. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what the Panthers should do? They should trade away Brian Burns for a 6th-round pick just to flex on the NFL, just to show that they don't need all that help. They can
Wait.
even trade him to the team like the Chicago Bears.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of the Bears, Justin Fields has looked pretty good recently, and you know who I think is responsible, and the Panthers should totally poach. Luke Getsy, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is genius.
Panthers, you will have
Oh,
no
no,
regrets.
no, we
I
don't
can- I
even
can
stop
guarantee.
there. We don't
If
even
the
stop
Panthers,
there.
okay,
We don't stop there.
I will do a watch along to every Panthers game. If they hire Adam Gase as an assistant head coach, hire Matt Nagy as the head coach, hire Joe Barry as the defensive coordinator, and have, what was it, offensive coordinator? Let's see. Let's go.
Getsy.
Luke Getsy as the offensive coordinator. If they do all of that,
No. So don't worry. You know Eddie Pinheiro, he's also like a scrub, so he needs to be cut. You know who should replace him? Blair Walsh, Mr. Automatic himself.
no, Blair Walsh.
Yeah.
Blair Walsh has been out of football for too long.
No. Blair Walsh comes out of retirement for the love of the game. He
No,
comes
do you,
out of
do you know,
retirement.
I want
will
Carolina's
only-
best player to be from the UFL, and it has to be a fucking punter. I want,
you know who-
something? I want the Panthers. Actually, you know what? Never mind. You know what? I was gonna make a joke about how they should draft Iowa's punter, but they don't even deserve that success either.
no.
Hey, you know who could have made that punt? That's right, baby, Kyle Evans Sloter.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up.
Let us cook. Let us cook.
Yes, we figured out the Carolinas coaching staff, and if they do all of that, I will do a watch along to every Carolina Panthers game. Because I imagine it's going to be like the most funniest thing of all time. That could be a genuine coaching staff to go 0-17.
No.
I mean, sorry, 17. No,
Also,
sorry,
they need help
sorry.
on-
Sorry. Mr. Tepper. I meant 17-0. Sorry.
Yeah, that's our two biggest fans right now, David Tepper and Susan Wojcicki.
Yep. Thanks, Susan,
Yeah.
for not monetizing the channel.
Susan Wojcicki's fired. She's not CEO of YouTube anymore.
Yeah, but she still watches us.
Yeah. See, I was always Susan Wojcicki's #1 fan.
Oh.
Always the #1 fan. But
Wait, guys, I have one more great idea. You want to know who the Panthers really need at quarterback?
Who?
Nathan Peterman.
Peter
Yeah.
Meme! Peter Meme! Peter Meme!
Yes.
It'd be perfect.
And then
Beautiful.
no, they should sign Jar Gruden, but specifically as a PR guy.
John Gruden. Oh my god.
As a PR guy. They
I tell you what,
Yeah.
man.
I taught the coach how to do spider 2 banana, but they didn't do it.
So I called them a slur. I tell you what.
No, it would be something much more darker than that, but sure.
I genuinely want to see John Gruden and David Tepper in the same room together.
You see, I have got it. That's their new GM, John Gruden.
Yes.
Guys, I did want to say this too before we left off because we probably won't be able to talk again until it's over. But who are your Black Monday candidates?
That's hard. That's hard.
Black Monday. I mean, in terms of coaches getting fired, I mean, we all know. I mean, I think everyone with a brain knows Ron Rivera's gone in Washington.
Yeah.
So that's already one.
I I hear.
Arthur Smith?
No, I hear they're keeping him. This was.
This might be a bit of a
Dennis Allen.
This might be a bit of a hot take, but Mike Vrabel?
No. No. It's all in how Mike Vrabel develops Will Levis or tries to get a quarterback.
Bill Belichick then.
Yes, but that there's so much, and like although the only one that's like a sheer fire is Ron
Riverboat.
Rivera. And that's
Yeah,
going to
Riverboat.
No,
Well.
I think
that's going to be.
I think another surefire that a lot of people aren't really talking about is that I think that what I just said it. I feel like if Mike McCarthy doesn't at least make the Super Bowl, I feel like he's gone.
No.
I feel like Jerry Jones is a little too impatient.
Jerry Jones is too patient.
Yeah, he loves his Dak too much. That's his big
He loves.
that's his kryptonite.
This is the guy that kept the fucking clapmaster Jason Garrett for fucking 10 years too long.
He's just like, oh, Dacky, why can't I quit you?
I know what the thing, like, Jerry Jones has, like, a reputation of being, like, this Darth Vader type figure, but he's the same man who kept Jason Garrett for nearly a decade. Like, he basically kept an interim around as a head coach for basically the entire 2010s.
I see him less as a Darth Vader and more like those like sheriffs in like those old like Western cartoons who just like fall asleep so like the bad guy can just sneak out.
Just the Darth
I mean, this is the same man who chose
I,
Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper, so, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I think in terms for Mike McCarthy, if it's a wild card exit, I'd say there's like a 10% chance that Mike McCarthy gets fired. If it's a wild card
I don't
exit.
think he'll be fired, but I think starting on the hot seat next year is going to be Zach Taylor. He's getting really close to the hot seat.
Well, you know what? I think the Joe Burrow injury actually saved
his ass.
Saved his because
you have
For
would
this
say
year
so.
only. For this year only.
I don't even think
next
he's on
year,
the.
if
I don't think he's on the hot seat. It's
I don't
because
honestly, I mean,
I don't even think he's remotely close to a hot seat.
either way, I just got a hilarious idea for the Cowboys to do. What if Jerry Jones wants to go back to one of his old ideas, and by that, I mean he pulls off a trade where he trades Mike McCarthy to the Denver Broncos for Sean Payton.
Oh my fucking god!
And remember that he nearly fucking hired him in 2019. He nearly stole him after the NFC Championship game debacle, and the only reason it didn't happen was because the owners had to deal with the fact that Anthony Davis had requested a trade.
Yeah, but yeah, freaking,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, freaking Sean Ditka, am I right?
Exactly.
This is also something that I think could happen too, with how the Eagles franchise is ran. I think if Nick Sirianni loses in the playoffs in the wild card, he could very well be fired. With the way he's managed his team this year and the way that he's ran it's been a complete and utter disappointment.
And also, I think he's a smart bitch.
And also, too, earlier today from Josina Anderson, apparently there's supposed to be a potential move in the NFC East. And it says change is circling in the NFC East.
I bet you it's Riverboat.
So-
That's what she's talking about.
It's probably Riverboat, but also, too, it could potentially be Brian Daboll.
No.
No, I mean, if they would have went like 2-15, I would have said I would resign if I'm Brian Daboll. But I feel like the players, they just need to find a quarterback the players want to play for.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
as for the Eagles, I don't see them firing. I don't see them firing Sirianni, but I definitely see it. Things with how things are heading, I think they're gonna clean house in terms of their coordinators and all that. Because there's a clear drop off from the coordinators they had last season to this season. Like you can see a massive drop off.
I do think Nick Sirianni is a prick Sirianni, but I don't think
Oh
he's
yeah,
gonna
he
get.
is a oh yeah, he's a prick. I do agree with that. It's just I don't see him getting fired.
Hmm.
Very true.
I think that's about all the time we have today.
We got time for one more team.
One more team to the principal's office.
The New York Jets, Jets.
Please come to the PRINCIPAL''S space OFFICE principal's office. Yeah.
Woo! What the fuck?
I do want to cut them some slack. They were sick throughout most of the year, and they had missed a lot of classes due to the fact that they were sick. However, that still doesn't replicate where they should be right now.
Yeah, they literally lost their pack of Barbies and then made it everybody else's problem.
This is the guy. This is like the guy that had like the coolest equipment going into school, the coolest bag going into school, the best tutoring going into the school this year, and then we handed him his first test. He nailed the first page exquisitely. And then it like all fell apart as he descended into madness.
But the way I see it, it's
it's
like the kid who has the most expensive phone entering the school year, and then right between first class of the year, they drop it on the floor and it breaks.
Yeah. Well, the thing is
Luckily,
too, like they weren't doing if they had Aaron Rodgers at the start of the season, things definitely change. They probably
Yeah,
beat the
sure.
Patriots. They probably beat the Chiefs. They probably even beat They beat the Raiders. They beat the Falcons. They beat the. Maybe they even beat the Browns, and that's like 3 or 4 wins taken away, and they're 9-8. I mean, they're 9-7 at that point, fighting for a playoff spot.
I mean, the
And
way
that's
I
just
see it
with
with
Aaron
them,
Rodgers back.
it's just the way I see it. You could tell, like, there's definitely some of those wins early in the season, especially like the Eagles and Giants games. They definitely relied highly on the defense to find a bullshit way to win those games. And once the bullshit magic ran out for them, which it did halfway through the season, yeah, it was donezo for them.
Unso for Bozo.
I like how the Jets
Yeah.
season lasted for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I
Aaron
mean, literally the
Rodgers.
thing is, the thing with the Jets is, I feel like people had a prediction that this is either going to go really well or go really bad. Though, in terms of really going really bad, I don't think anyone was anticipating it being the fact that Aaron Rodgers' leg would blow up like 5 minutes into the season, or like 2 minutes actually.
Yeah, he's like the kid who is excited to, finally make some friends, and then, he steps into like the hallways and then immediately fucking poops himself.
Yeah, literally, like, there's a reason the Aaron Rodgers freaking Jets entrance meme is probably the biggest meme is up there for the biggest meme of the 2023 NFL season.
Up there with all the Tommy DeVito Sopranos edits.
Yeah. And basically whatever quote that Bleacher Report ends up posting.
Gridiron Heights is basically a meme factory at this point.
I do.
Yeah, I know.
Gridiron Heights is art. I can't wait till Madden allows me to expand to 48 teams, and so I do Madden Chaos League and include the Delaware Clams.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to adding the Delaware Clams.
Clam up, baby. Clam
Gurgle,
up.
gurgle! They really need a meme for an NFC South team, or they bring back the Delaware Clams.
Well, I mean, Delaware is south of the Mason-Dixon line.
True.
So
I feel like it's south of Canada. That's tough enough.
You know, they used the Mason-Dixon line to define what is south and north.
Mm-hmm. See, more reason to, you know, to 1000% use the Delaware clams. Gargle,
Gurgle,
gargle.
Luke, could I also call? I know we don't have much time, but I really want to quickly call one last team into the principal's office.
Okay, you got 13 minutes.
Could the Philadelphia Eagles please
No,
come
it
to the
has to
principal's
be
office?
eliminated teams. They are
No,
teams.
Eagles are.
Could I take them?
They are
Could I at least give them detention?
No, we cannot even give them detention.
Aw.
Man,
I was just gonna say, man, like the Eagles are playing like a team that should be eliminated from the playoffs.
but I think best we can do for them is like a supervised lunch. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they have to have their wrangler next to them.
No, wait. Sorry. Hold up. Spencer. Hold up. I think the worst we can do is for lunch they have to eat outside because they brought a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I think that's the worst thing we can do.
That's like the perfect.
Oh wait.
Yeah, the peanut butter and jelly tush push.
Yeah. Sorry. They have to.
Eagles, please report to the peanut butter table, please.
No. They have to eat
Eagles.
their lunch outside. They have to eat their lunch outside. They have to eat it in the hallway because they brought a peanut butter sandwich.
They brought a peanut butter and tush push sandwich.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's unfortunately it's the worst we could do to them because just, I mean, look.
They deserve something more than like just that.
They'll get their time when
they'll get their. I feel
they'll
this
get their
is,
time in the sun.
I feel like this is the same thing that happened to the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl the first time. I think there's a lot of arrogance, a lot of cocky, losing a lot of veteran players to injury, just normal decline, and then they just stopped taking things more seriously. And I kind of feel like that's sort of the musk that's coming out of Philly again. That
the musk,
the scent. That I get is that this is a team that is more kind of that, oh hey, we made the Super Bowl, oh man, look at us being a Super Bowl team, we would have thunk, and
like grease the poles, dinner.
No, like the thing is about the Eagles too, they are very close to losing their last 7. Like they should have lost to the Bills. They got blown out by the Niners, blown out by the Cowboys, lost to the Seahawks. They barely beat the Giants by 1 possession, and then they lose to the Cardinals on the road. You flip the Giants and the Bills loss, then they're losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row.
Yeah,
it is.
Not to mention too, close games like the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the first time, the Commanders. Have the Eagles played a full, solid game of football all year this year?
They have not played a full game of football this year. I can confirm that they have not played a full game, like a full 60 minutes of football this year, and that's the thing that is going to kill them, because now we're at that stage where the teams that are ready for a playoff push are playing some of their best football right now. Sometimes good teams stumble. It's how you recover that really helps. And I mean, you look at the Ravens. I mean, they weren't nothing to talk about, and now they're playing some of their best football.
Yeah, they kicked the 49ers' ass in San Fran, and they completely decimated the Dolphins yesterday. So it's like, I might doubt about the Ravens, but they're playing their by far their best football of the season, and they're looking like a damn great team right now, and that can't be said for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like I said, they gave me 2020 Steelers vibes.
I want to see, because like if the Eagles get the 5th seed, they have to go on the road to either Tampa Bay or New Orleans.
Wouldn't it be so funny if Baker Mayfield just kicked their asses up and down the street?
It could be, but I thought Tampa Bay was going to emerge as a potential 10-win team. No. Somehow the fucking Taints are going to go 9-8.
I hope not.
No.
Well, I think Tampa plays Carolina. They just gotta beat Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, really?
My
Do
best
they have tiebreaker over the Saints?
Yes,
I
they
think
do.
they do.
Oh.
They do. Let me take a look at NFLPlayoffScenarios.com to see what the clinches look
Yep,
like.
they do.
All right, so Dallas clinches the NFC East with a win or a Philadelphia loss.
Don't they play the Eagles?
I just want to say real quick, the Eagles are the equivalent of the kid who has so much talent in the world, but he literally just shows up to school, doesn't put in any effort, and gets like a C+. That is my accurate description of the Eagles this year.
No,
yeah, for the Buccaneers,
they're
it's pretty
soaring high prospect that rakes in, single A, double A, triple A. By the time he hits the majors, it's nothing but struggles with small location bits of success.
Yep. Yep. For the NFC South, it's pretty simple for Tampa. Win and you're in. And New Orleans, they need to win, and for Tampa Bay to lose. Meanwhile, just to get in the playoffs, they need a win and a Packers loss and a Seattle loss.
That's possible. I do want to lose that game.
Meanwhile, Atlanta can still win the NFC South with a win and a Tampa Bay loss.
Yeah, very nice.
Meanwhile, Green Bay, it's pretty simple for them. Win and you're in. Seattle, they need a win and a Packers loss.
Packers, please win. I don't want to be in the playoffs. I don't want to get my asses kicked.
And
no, you're not. You're not.
I don't want to get my ass kicked in Dallas. I don't want to make the playoffs.
And then Minnesota has a very specific pathway to still get in the playoffs. They need a win. Seattle needs to lose. Green Bay needs to lose. And then either Tampa Bay or New Orleans needs to lose.
Yeah,
so we're also playing Horde next week, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I would go with the Pastronaut. I think he's been your best quarterback.
I'd go with Kirk Cousins, but he's hurt.
I know. I know you want Kirk. Can you scream out Kirk Senpai?
Kirk Senpai! Buy Barbies!
Barbies! Oh my.
Somebody give me my Barbies, please!
I mean, the one thing I will say, the Vikings, they have to extend Justin Jefferson.
Oh, for sure.
Don't let that man walk unless you get 2 firsts, and then you can
draft like Marvin Harrison Jr. or somebody even better.
And here's the thing too. Jordan Addison didn't do so bad this year.
Yeah, he honestly is he complements Justin well, but he also played well when JJ was out, like during the San Francisco game.
Jordan Addison's that man's a stud.
Yeah, like I said, Minnesota actually has really good bones, so I'm excited to see what they do in 2024.
Definitely. Well, that's gonna do it for us today. We will be live at some point. I'm guessing it might be Saturday afternoon during the wildcard games. I stinks that I don't want it to be at that time, but given my current work schedule, I don't see me having a day off for a while, and I'm working nights, and nights blow chunks. They
All right.
stink. Never work night shifts, kids.
Mm-hmm. Unless you really want to.
Unless you're like Jaden, who can go to bed at 6 a.m. and totally be fine doing it. I hate it.
Here's a pro tip. Get like some thick blinder curtains, like
Except
we have some that are like
except this is a rental.
No, like they have an apartment and they got like specific curtains just for night shift.
Oh yeah. No, I wish, but
I mean, worst case scenario, you can just use aluminum foil on your window.
again, this is a rental. I can't do it. It's against Strata.
Well, fuck the Strata and fuck fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking Untitled Sickos Project if it was written by Vivzy Pop.
Vivzy Pop. What's so bad about? Okay, well, we'll talk. Anyways, we'll hopefully be live at least once a week. Can't wait for the UFL. We're definitely doing watch-alongs for those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping I can, have a work schedule that will allow me to do that, to do watch-alongs, and the Cabana will be reopening for the NHL playoffs too. So
At the Sicko Cabana. Da, 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 Sicko Cabana.
So yeah, there's lots of fun stuff we're going to be doing for this year. Top 5, the biggest L's of the year stream will be coming. We're just once our good old Aiden, the Aiden Meister. Hopefully he feels better soon. Hopefully he can get better
Our
soon.
regular Bay Area chest beater.
Yeah. Hopefully, and at the end of the day, I hope that we'll do it as soon as we can. We're not doing the biggest L's of the years without him. I don't think it's fair for him.
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah. So we're gonna hold that. That was one of my favorite streams we did last year. Pick'ems. For the Pick'ems League, it's we're not doing Pick'ems today. It's just gonna be normal messaging. We're gonna cut it off at the Super Bowl. We're cutting it off at the Super Bowl.
Oh, we are? Thank God. I thought we were going to have to do it all the way to the Grey Cup.
We're starting 2024 off at the start. This 2024 season, we're starting Pick'ems for the 2024 season. That starts going to be the UFL. And going to include the CFL and the NFL. You think you're free? No, you're not.
No!
More like under new adjustments.
No!
But yeah, 2024 Pick'ems League will start in March. So, starting off with the UFL. And then we're going to keep that rolling until the Super Bowl, including the CFL, and yeah. But Spencer, Winnipeg won again. That makes you happy. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. And yeah, I'll hopefully have the results calculated because I think there should be a winner already. And I think it's Nick.
Okay. Something tells
It's
me
either
there's
me or Aiden.
I think it's you.
It's either me or Aiden.
Yeah.
something tells me I'm the big loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the winner's Nick or Aiden, and I'm like close in third.
And
Yeah,
then there's
that's
me.
where I think it is.
Yeah.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot. Light. Losing all my pick'ems.
I'm not the one that picks that snorts crack and just picks whatever. But yeah, we'll talk because also we're gonna do the version of our winter meetings for the fantasy league. It's a couple things I suggested to Ozzy yesterday. So
Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Some
We do.
things to ruminate on.
Yeah.
we got some just discussions to do. But anyways, I hope everybody has had a wonderful holidays and an amazing new year, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Here's to a good 2024.
Bye.
My Barbies!